I'm working on a couple videos right now. I just had to stop those videos to say thank you and share some quick updates. Roll that intro graphic. I mentioned I was working on 2 other videos. One is my day with Lita after that amazing night of meeting her and singing with her on stage. The other is a follow-up to my bullying video, taking a little bit longer than expected because I am easily distracted. Look, squirrel! Out of all seriousness, I have ADHD, and keeping focus is a little hard. I have a list of videos I want to do that I keep notes on in my journal. One important reason for this one is I really want you all to know how much I appreciate your love and support that you have shared with me on my bullying video. 2 days after the release of my video, I was moved to a new school, and it has been a very positive change so far. As many of you know, I'm a big 80s rock fan. I'm curious, when you think of an 80s guitar, what comes to mind? Tell me in the comments section down below. I know many of you will say it is red, black, and white striped, but to me, the one that comes to mind is the Flying V. Nothing says 80s rock to me more than the Flying V. I really want one for my birthday, but I know I'm pushing it. Being a lefty limits my choices too. When I met Joe Perry of Aerosmith, he told me he was a lefty too, but he had to learn to play right-handed because there were no left-handed guitars at the time. I started searching for left-handed Vs, but the versions I was finding, they weren't really that impressive to me at all. But there was this one that was like a beautiful violet color, but of course Guitar Center showed no availability left for this left-handed guitar. I'm telling you, it's tough being a lefty. Last week was my birthday. I wasn't gonna have a real birthday party this year because I haven't had a chance to make any real friends at my new school. It was turning out to be just like any other day. My dad picked me up from school and we were going to get his new tuners for his ESP guitar. We drove up to ESP to get the tuners, and when we arrived, the senior vice president greeted us at the door. Strange. I guess ESP isn't as big as I thought if the senior vice president must be handling sale of tuners. He makes a call to the back to see if the tuners are ready, so we followed him to the back. We get to this cool room with all these cool guitars all over the wall. I immediately noticed the George Lynch guitar on the wall. He tells my dad that the tuners are in this case on the floor. Let me tell you, at this point, I'm thinking there is something wrong with this company. My dad asked me to go open the case so we could see the tuners. Fine, because these must be some awesome tuners for all this attention. And I must say, they are really some awesome tuners because they were connected to an Aero 1000 in the amazing violet color, the same guitar I saw online. Even better, it was left-handed. I was shocked. Check this baby out. I found out my parents arranged this with ESP for me to get this awesome guitar. Thank you, ESP. Thanks, Mom and Dad. The most amazing birthday present ever. I'm sure you all want a review of this guitar, but I'm gonna leave that to the professional reviewers because I'm not tech savvy enough yet. But I have an idea. Since Metallica is one of the featured artists who plays for ESP and is endorsed by them, how about a little Inner Sandman? Yes, that was me at age 3, almost 10 years ago. I think I was born to be a rocker. Now that wasn't my only surprise. They arranged for me to get a tour of the ESP USA factory. I got to see how guitars are made. For some reason, I always thought it was like a machine that cranks them out. I wish I had a camera on me so I could show you guys how the process really works. It would make an amazing YouTube video to see what ESP does. They walked me through the whole process. We went to this area that just looked like a lumber yard. There were these long boards. When I was told this is how a guitar starts, I joked about how I could just put some strings on it and just let me play it. I didn't take it seriously at first. It just never hit me that's how a guitar starts. I never thought about that. We went next door to the carving room where I got to see how they were processing the guitars and shaping them and everything, from the board all the way to being in the shape of the guitar. And I realized this is just the beginning. The next room was the paint shop. They used the exact same equipment that people would use for painting cars and stuff. That was pretty cool. We got to go inside and saw them experimenting with a new paint design for one of the guitars. They were doing some pretty cool paint designs. The next room surprised me. It was the sanding room, which I thought sanding was done before you painted the guitar. You know how these guitars get so shiny looking? I always thought it was like a gloss coat, but it was the sanding process that made the guitar look so shiny. Whoa. The last room was the assembly room. I was really amazed how much work goes into the whole process by hand. I was talking to someone who had told me it takes weeks to build one guitar from start to finish. Now this room had something really special. They were working on some new models for NAMM. I just got a sneak peek of what is coming next year. I'm already working on my next birthday list. I saw some impressive designs. I swore to secrecy, so you'll have to wait till NAMM to learn more. I know I didn't do any justice to the whole process, but again, I am still at all overly surprised and wasn't prepared for this incredible experience. I'll try to go back for the next open house so I can share more with you all. I need to get back on working on my other videos, but first I wanted to share a couple things with you guys before I go. Look, a squirrel! Couple save the dates if you're in Los Angeles area. I'm doing Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp again in November. I'll be performing on guitar in the Lucky Strike on November 16th in Hollywood. Then, the real treat is November 17th at the Whiskey A Go-Go, when I get to perform with some band members of Cheap Trick, playing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club live with a full orchestra. I'm so excited. I'm also doing Join the Band, which we are learning a couple songs now for our performance the weekend of November 23rd and 24th. I'm also playing lead guitar for this show, but our singer dropped out after the first week, so I'll be doing lead vocals. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Please smash that like button and shred that subscribe button.